We will always be truly best friends. We know everything about each other. Fears, secrets, hopes. We support each other, make fun of each other, cry and laugh together, without any fear of feeling stupid. And as we've been working together on one very important project, we would meet each other once in a while. And, as we lived in different countries, and weren't ready to share one place, being romantic as we are, but also hopeful and kind of special, and most importantly, not having any other choice, we decided to give it a try.
As they say, in true love, the smallest distance is too great, and the greatest distance can be bridged. For 5 years, we've been in a long-distance relationship, and we learned a lot. That getting or giving advice about the food, clothes, computer details on the phone is a must-have.
That writing good morning and have a nice day is a requirement, and if you woke up too late and skip the morning hello, your partner might get nervous and give you a call, and if you are in the shower in that moment, there might be 8 unanswered calls.
That watching films together through Zoom is almost as fun as in person. Just when you get too involved in the storyline and put a plate with fresh fruits to your right side, where he always sits when you actually meet, and there is no one there, you might get melancholic. But then his voice from your screen starts laughing in the least appropriate moment, and you think, it's alright, you're together in this.
That it is absolutely necessary to work on some online projects together, and even if your YouTube channel has only 4 subscribers, for now, you are learning so much, growing together and bringing some discipline into your relationship. That the first lovemaking after you haven't seen each other for a couple of months brings you to the sky, and everything you say feels so right.
And those arguments you have on the phone hurt as much as the ones you have in person. And they can go on and on for hours, because when you almost get over that shit, someone must add a couple of words to conclude. It makes you furious, you add a few more phrases and the conversation continues. You blame each other for lost time and opportunities, for sleepless nights, because you still had to work after the argument come to an end. And you promise that it was the last time you talked to each other.
But it definitely wasn't, because you meet again in a week. You drink coffee in the park, trying to plan the week ahead. There are so many things to do, to try. You make love, and then again, cross a few more things off your list, to feel bad about it the very next day. But both of you are trying. Maybe this time you make a decision. Maybe this time you are both ready to start living together.
But you are not. He annoys you, you annoy him. You're so used to not having anyone around, but feel so sad that he must be leaving soon. Maybe next time it will work out. Next time you're planning to meet for 3 weeks, to adapt, to really plan. It would be your last chance to try if you can manage to build a life together. Otherwise, just friends, truly good friends. Meanwhile, you're walking in the park alone, taking photos of the birds. You already gathered a huge collection of crows and doves and can be seen as ornithologists by some people. And while running after the bird that has very special colors, you stumble upon your classmate with a baby. The baby grabs your hair and puts it in her mouth. Mother says, "Sorry," but you're absolutely fine with that wet hair, and you wink back to the tricky little kid. You walk some more, lost in thoughts, and meet a girl you worked with a few years ago. She has 2 kids and looks great, by the way. Well, I still have some time, you try to convince yourself. When it doesn't work, you remember that you didn't really want to have kids, ever. And you smoke your cigarette, one after another, and make a call to your partner to talk about the funny bird you discovered, about workload and films. Obviously not about kids. Such nonsense.
The pandemic starts and you can't meet, but many people can't, so you are just patiently waiting, thinking, well, maybe it's fate, maybe we cannot use our last chance, maybe you'll die of the virus, or things will just be too different when it's all over. But you are constantly online and nothing has changed. Maybe for everybody, but not for you. You are talking about everything, giving and taking advice about the best hand sanitizer and the most protective masks, working, planning, dreaming. You exercise together in the morning, read books together in the evening, before saying goodnight to meet again in the morning. Unbelievable, but you do meet again, and it feels strange. You are like strangers. Smell differently, talk differently, constantly interrupt each other, and your first sex feels different too. It's not that you stopped wanting each other, you just forgot what intimacy means. But there are 3 weeks ahead. Hell, we'll make it work.
Morning coffees, walks in the park, running on the stadium, Google Sheets with plans, editing, recording, irritating each other and making each other laugh, and maybe a little happier. And then he needs to go a little bit earlier. And you're kind of supporting him in that decision. It's just for your project, and you can't leave your country, but he can. And he hesitates a little, but you see in his eyes that he wants to go. And you already know that you can't take it anymore. The moment you put him on the bus, you know that you don't want him to come back. You both cry and argue and try to convince each other that there is a little chance that your special relationship will work out. But fuck it, we both can't take it anymore. What they say, the greatest distance can be bridged? Where do people take the material to make a bridge that doesn't break from constant crossing?